Okay, it's old man retard here. Old man idiot who can't put 4 stones in to save his life, right? We were here months ago, guess what? Been busy, guys, been busy, haven't been here. Pretty much the last time you saw me here was when I was here, like months ago. Like almost 6 weeks ago, was it? Back August? Yeah, I wasn't here hardly at all except all of September. Uh, got real sick. Really. Yeah. That's why I was tapping that. I knew that would break. That's just going to be one that I fix. I'm going through. I'm just getting these last ones set. This is the end of the past year, so job I've been on for the past year on and off. A lot going on. A lot of things go on. I was kind of out of commission for a good 2.5, almost 3 weeks, and get old, you get medical stuff, you get issues. That's why I'm kind of thinking I'm done doing this after this project. You get to that point where you might be done with it because you're getting things like they're running tests. They don't know what's going on exactly, but we're finding lots of things. So it's, at least it's something to go on. A lot of pain. You be this age and you get pain. And when you're trying to do work that requires you to not have a lot of pain, or at least debilitating pain, this becomes too much. I had so far we have I was down for a few weeks, and it was nothing serious, but it was a thing that'll make you sick for a while. It's where you get a stone in your gallbladder thing, which is up in this area. That stone travels through your body. She said it could take days or weeks, and it's gonna make you sick while it's doing it. Well, I was down for a while, and I was, what's wrong with me? What's wrong? And running tests, and I was in the ER, in and out of the ER, but I was also, trying to live and still have a life, and got to where I just stopped going in every day and asking. Eventually you get tired of asking and not getting the answers you need. And it was that thing where it's the same doctor, and she said, it could be missed. It could be missed because we were looking for, we were checking you for hernia, because I hurt here. When I first went in, I had a lot of pain here, and felt like I was being stretched. So we thought I had a hernia. So we went through all the tests for hernia for a while. Kept coming up that I didn't have a hernia, but they couldn't tell me why. My side felt like it did. And I'd had that on and off in my life. I was up in a tree one time, and I pulled right there, and I felt it. It felt like it ripped open. So I was suspicious that I had a hernia, so we kept looking for that. Never found it. Never found anything. I'm like, so why is it hurt so bad? And why am I getting sick? There's so many questions. And as you get older, I'm not 30 years old anymore. I'm not 40. I'm a lot older than that. A lot of people go, "Oh, you look like you're 35." Well, actually, you're off by almost 20 years there. Not in a good way. Wish I was 15 or 25 again. That would be nice. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this done. And it may be my last stone job for a while, if not for good. I don't know. I'm at the point now where it's been such a hard summer, such a hard year with all of this, where I'm just looking at it, okay, do I need this tool? No. I needed it for one thing and I haven't touched it since. Or I've needed it 8 times over the past year. I need it one more time and then, I need it here one more time and then I'm done with it. Well, I might as well just sell it. I'm selling everything, just trying to clean house, lighten the load, have money, have some money to name, because I don't have rent this month. I don't have money for phone bills. I don't have money for anything. I mean, I can go get it. I can make it, but it's to where I got to be here getting this done, and pretty much get paid for this. This isn't profit. I'm not getting any profit from this. My mistake. That's why I'm getting out of stone. Probably, most likely, because I just don't know how to price it anymore. It's different. It's all different. It's all changed and different now. Prices are a lot different. Trucking's different. Demand is different. Customers are different. The whole thing is different. It's not what it used to be. It's not grassroots anymore. There's a lot of people doing it. Things change. That's okay. Overly competitive markets. You're competing with a lot of companies that have big companies that have guys and trucks, and I've worked for those companies. I've run crews on those companies. That's probably where I'm going to end up. If I stay doing stonework, I'll probably end up going to get a job somewhere and staying there as an installer. Because as you get older at those companies, you can still work and you get the health benefits, you get taken care of. And I'm starting to get offers like that now, where this is probably the last one I'm going to do on my own, just because I keep, I'm back and forth and I keep looking at it and I'm like, yeah, it's better when I don't have to own anything and I don't have to, all I got to do when I work for a company, all I got to do is get up in the morning, show up at work, load the truck, and get to the job site. They buy everything. I don't have to worry. I don't have to make phone calls. I don't have to, unless that's what they're asking me to do. As part of my job, sure, fine, it's a job. It's not like out here where I gotta be chasing everything down. Alright, so I got 2 decent stones left to cut in and fill. I'd like to extend this a little more. Well, I only got 2 decent stones left. In all my free time, I've been driving around, checking out stone wherever they got loose. I just need 4 or 5 stones this size to really do this job nice. good luck finding them. You're basically going to buy a whole pallet. It's that kind of thing that, that that's like putting a chokehold on my business. You know, like those things are restrictive to me being successful, because then that's more money I got to spend. And, you know, and if you're at that point on a job where I think we're 12 pallets into this job and the customer's like, yep, that's all I want to spend on stone. Okay, that's cool. Well, we'll be done once we're done with this area. We'll use it up. We don't need to have any extra. We'll go as far as we can, and I'll just go. Silly me, I said, yeah, I'll just go pick them up on my dime as we need them. And there I'm broke. You know what I mean? Like, yep, that's what I've been doing. So, I mean, there's gonna be that money coming back for these ones that I bought. I bought what, 4 or 5 of them to get to this point. That's owed to me. There's gonna be a little bit in the end, but I don't want to have to spend it again. So I'd like to get it after I'm out of here. You know, I don't, because it's hard to do a job and need things and not spend the money to get those things done, and then you're like, oh, that's okay. Oh, you know, oh, that's okay. I'll just work harder here. Well, it becomes where you get older, and now you're getting broken, and now you're at the point where your doctors are saying you might need surgery. So now you're looking at the next year ahead, and you're like, well, it's not going to be a fun or cheap year medically, and how am I going to survive? How am I going to live every day? How am I going to pay rent? You don't survive without money. No. I don't want to go on disability, because that's a real pain. I want to be able to get enough to live on for a couple months and just deal with what I got to deal with. I mean, my teeth are getting really bad. They hurt all the time. They're rotting out of my head. What I love is these people asking me for money. Oh, you look like you're doing really well. Dude, you have no idea. I'm just a lot tougher than you. That's the only... I'm a lot tougher and dumber than you. I can fake it. That's the only difference. You don't need nothing. You don't actually need what you're asking for, because if you did, you would appreciate it, for one. And number two, you would see a guy who says he don't have it, and you would actually believe him. And it don't matter whether I got it or not, it's mine. You don't... This guy come over, he's like, I need $20, man. Just give me. I'm like, dude, I don't have anything. What the freaking hell? People are begging. Nobody has anything right now who's working. Okay? You're asking the wrong guy. You're asking the wrong people. I do a live feed, and I get people asking me to borrow money while I'm on my live feed. I'm like, you guys are morons. You think because I turn a phone on and have a YouTube channel, I'm making millions of dollars out here? It's so wrong. You couldn't be any more wrong. And some of the comments, I've been staying away from YouTube just because of the comments I get from you dingies. Huh? I don't know. I'm not going to respond. Whatever you're saying, sure. If you're being positive, cool. If I don't understand it, I'm not going to even respond. I got less than most of you do. That's why I'm selling tools and equipment. That's why I'm taking my chisels now and lining them up and going, I can get that for that and that for that off eBay. Because I need that money in my bank account. I don't need it sitting in a tool bag not getting used. They're expensive chisels. I bought them over the years. Would be nice to keep some of them. This is the goal. I want to keep some of them because I don't get rid of the stone carving tools. You got to keep the ones that you can carve stone with, because even when I was dead broken and homeless at one point in my life years ago, I learned this. Even when I was really hurting bad in a bad way, I learned the value of having good tools and keeping yourself occupied, keeping your mind occupied. You don't have anything better to do in your life. There's times when you're actually really homeless. Doesn't matter whether you're working or not. When you're actually homeless and you got nothing right then and there, but whatever you have in front of you, like I had a bank account, I had a part-time job, I was just waiting it out, so I was doing okay. I was working. I've always been working, and having my stonework tools or my carving tools got me through it, because it gave me an activity to look forward to, and it gave me a way to sit and do things that I could make extra money doing, like make carvings and sell them, go to a craft show. It doesn't matter whether you're homeless or not. If you can sit and make artwork and make carvings, you can sit on the street and do it at the right times. I mean, when I was homeless, I booked a contract to go to an event and sit and chop at a piece of wood with an axe and a chisel. I didn't have anything, but I was motivated. I was like, yeah, I kept this because that gives me, and it gave me the freedom from my own prison. I was in prison in my own head, and I just trying to get away from that. And that's what a lot of you don't understand. A lot of you have never had to do that. But you'll sit and criticize me for the way I do this, or the way I do that, or the way that I do that, and that's just the way where the world to me is wrong, because you haven't been in my position and had to do things the way that I have to get through to this point. But I don't know. Where I was going with that is, I don't sell certain tools because they got me through. And I know a lot of you are going to sit there, oh, he's just telling a sob story. Oh, he wants us to feel sorry for him. Oh, he wants us to give him money. No, I don't. I really would rather not. I'm telling you guys, I haven't done, you didn't see me do a lot of YouTube since I did the fair stuff. And since I was last here trying to finish this up that week. Because I've been going through a lot, and the last thing I need is negativity in my life. So the first thing I do is don't make videos on YouTube if you don't like negativity in your life. You're gonna get it for sure. They're gonna hand it to you. That's what they love to do. The audience does. That's what your armchair quarterbacks, especially during football season, they gotta be. I call them armchair quarterbacks because they got to lead the play on everybody else's channel and video. They got to act like they're in control of something that they're not. And they got to get everybody all riled up and say stupid shit. And got to get everybody thinking in a manipulated direction. I just don't have the time and patience for it. It's a clown act to me. Roll out the big top and hold on for the show, you know. Like, and I just when I'm not doing well and I'm not feeling well, and every day you're waking up and you're feeling horrible, you know. Passing a gallstone is not. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. People pass kidney stones, gallstones. People have pancreatitis, whatever. This is one thing that we're finding definite. We're finding a bunch of other stuff that we're having to check out and test for right now. So yeah, and I'm not saying I'm any kind of great stone worker or making excuses, but you know, you get to that point. I've been doing this 30 years of my life. I still kind of get to the point I don't even really like doing the work anymore because I've always got somewhere else to be. You know, when you got to be somewhere else doing something, it's hard to be here doing this. It's hard to want to be here doing this when you got to be taking cars apart. And I'm getting to that point in my life where I don't even want to do that anymore. I'm starting to think maybe I should just go get an office job. Just go get a boring job. Go be a security guard somewhere. Get the benefits. Make 40, 50 grand a year and go buy myself a little piece of property in High Wick. You know? And I haven't gotten anywhere doing what I'm doing. And the only place that's gotten me is where I am right now. Which is, I'd rather not be here, I'd rather be in bed, sitting at home watching TV, because that's where I've been most of the time in the past month. Just feeling like crap, and if I'm feeling like crap, I'd rather sit there and feel like crap until it's money making time. And I would literally sit there. I literally would sit, drinking coffee, relaxing, have a couple donuts or muffin, whatever, eating very little. You know, just getting soup in me or whatever every day. This has been every day for the past 6 weeks. Get up, and I'm talking, all right, so because I'm doing a lot of delivery, I'm out there till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes, 2 a.m., 1 a.m. So I'm up every night. I'm up always. I'm usually up until sundown. I'm usually leaving the house. If I'm not doing this type of thing, I'm usually leaving the house about this time of day and starting my day. And I go out and start my deliveries and just stay out till 3 or 4 in the morning or 1 or 2 in the morning, whenever I feel like, then just shut her down. So that I can deal with that. I can do that. Here, I can't come here at 2 o'clock in the morning and do this. And it's not getting done fast enough. Even if it is getting done fast, it's not getting done fast enough. There's always problems. There's always the other thing. There's no problems there. I go make money feeling like crap, and until I can't take it anymore, until my tolerance for the phone and the running around in traffic and in and out of the car, I can go do that until my tolerance level is just eaten up, and all that I want to do is go home and lay down. I can make my money for the day every day that way. Can't really do that here. It's different. different sort of business. It's not like I'm getting paid. I'm not getting paid per stone. I'm not getting paid per hour. Even if I were hourly. That's another thing. I don't like working hourly. I like, if I were getting paid per stone or per square foot, that would be ideal. We rough it in at that, but still this is not the earning potential out there. This doesn't compare because I can go out there. There's times I've gone out there and worked for 2 hours and made $75 and I'm like, hey, I'm happy for the day. I can stop. Only needed 2 hours of my time. I don't need that much out there. I don't need tools and I don't need to eat. I don't need... All I need when I'm out there usually is coffee. I don't even smoke a lot anymore. All I need when I'm out there is coffee usually while I'm driving around. And, you know, like those Vapo Cool things, like, because I've been having throat issues. Guys, I'm a mess. Physically, I'm a mess. My back's all screwed up here. It hurts all the time. That's why I'm moving slow now. My throat hurts all the time. I got a condition there that there might have to do surgery for because I can't breathe. I lose the ability to talk a lot because my throat closes up. What's up? Hi. Hello, sweetie. Hello, sweet coffee. Nina's out. Nina's out, everybody. Want to come say hi? Come on in. Come on. Let me see if there she is. I'm going to say hi to the dog. Hi, Nina. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. How you doing? How you doing? What's up, good dog? I love puppies. They're awesome. But, yeah, I got all kinds of stuff going on. I know, you're like, where have you been? He's saying, this is ridiculous. You've been gone way too long, bud. Where you been? We're trying to make something of this friendship here, aren't we? I know. We're trying to do something. There, go get it. I don't know where it went. He's going, yep. He's going out there somewhere. Let's see. Oh, see, she likes it when I throw them in the leaves now. She goes nuts when I throw them in the leaves. Puppy power. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not whining. I'm not complaining. I'm just, I'm being truthful and honest with you guys. There's a time when you gotta call it. There's a time when you gotta call it, and you're old, and I'm old and broken. Been doing this, like I said, I could go do this as a job every day if it was the only thing I had to do. There is interesting little pile of collection there. I think it's from a worm casting. Might be, who knows? It's just neat when I see stuff like that. Little forms of nature. We're not sure what from or why. There's my shoulder again hurting. Well, and the thing is, guys, is for the past 3 weeks, I've been having really bad chest pains, like from here to here, like stabbing. Unable to use my arm. I haven't been able to come here and do this, like every day, waking up. and just spending 4 or 5 hours sitting in a chair trying to stretch her out and just get to the point where I can go back in the car and do something. Hi. 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 What's up, pup? What's up, pup? What's up, pup? What's up, pup? You hear it? I heard it. It went out there. It went out there. There it goes. Did you hear it? I heard it. There it is. There it goes. There she's getting nippy. Ready? Go. Oh, what was that? You missed it. It totally missed it. It went in the pond. It went in the pond. There, go. You're watching me, and you're not watching the rock. Ready? Go get it. You're being nuts. You're being. What? 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 You're crazy. Look at her. She's going nuts. But you won't chase him. You won't chase him. You don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know. Ready? Ready? Oh, that hurts me. Ready? Go. Go. Ready? Go. Go. There you go. Go get it. There you go. Go get it. Hey. Nippy. 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 You know, she gets real nippy sometimes. You gotta watch her. She'll grab right onto you and drag you across the yard. She's not really kid conducive, are we? No. Oh, yeah. So I'm hobbling around here broken, guys. I'm old. It's fall. I'm gearing up for winter. Hibernate. I'm gonna hibernate this year. I'm so done with everything. I'm about to just shut her down and be done with it all. So that's where we're at. I just wanted to stop it. I do want to talk about something positive. Well, the puppy dog. She's positive. She got me thinking in a positive direction, didn't she? I know. I don't say, man, Mark can move when he really wants to. He can still move if he gets past. If he can get past that initial ow, he can sort of still move, hobble around, stiff-legged, very much so. No, I do want to talk about some positive things. Really getting into hand carving, whittling with knives and small chisels, and doing smaller work because like I said, it's back to that. It goes right back to when I was homeless. I had to make the better of it. I had to make the best of myself. I had to make the best of the situation and enjoy my life. I'm just one of those that it doesn't matter where I am. I try to make everything count. I try to make it worth getting up for every day because they keep waking me up breathing, so I might as well try to make the best of it, right? So I'm getting into whittling and hand carving some stuff, and I'm just trying to figure out now. The thing is, when I sit and whittle, I like to have a TV. I got a big screen TV. I love to sit in front of the big screen TV and whittle, carving something, do a hand carving. Hey, 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 hey now. A little bit much there, wacko. I like to sit in front of that TV and do my carving, so I'm trying to figure out. This is what's stopping me from doing a live. I'll sit and whittle like almost every day. It's my happy place. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it so I don't lose my entertainment while I'm doing that, because I like to be distracted. Even while I'm carving most of the time, I carve in the shop. If I do carvings in the shop for you guys, that's getting hard. A lot of it, it's getting hard to do a live feed, because a lot of the time, I can't carve if I don't have a lot of TV and music going on around me. There's times where I'll have a video on the computer, I'll have a video on the phone, or music playing on the phone, and I'll have a video on the TV, sometimes even a third one turned on. Got all that going at once, and I'm listening to it all at once. I'm in my happy spot. I'm just that kind of weirdo. Hey. 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 We're making music. Hey. 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 What? Hey. Hey. What? 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 We should start a band. You want to start? Did you heard? Come here. Come here. You got your paw? Come here. Oh, I see it. Come here. Come here. We got a nail. Come here. I know we got a little hurt paw. You got a hurt paw. You stepped on something. Come here. Nina. Puppy. Hey. Come here. Let me see. You got to go in now? Little injured warrior that you are. The little warrior princess. I see it. I see your paw is all crooked now. Your toe. You got a crooked toe now. Because you got excited jumping around and she pinched it on something there, a piece of gravel or something. I saw it. Saw it the second it happened. She saw, oh! Right? Oh! Twisted one. Toe bender. Got a toe bender. That's what I'm here for, is to get rid of all the toe benders. That's my goal. I don't want toe benders in my patios or pathways, sidewalks, whatever you want to call them. That's what I've been up to, guys. I've been doing a lot of whittling. And when I'm having a rough day, I'll sit there in the chair and just start whittling away. Half the time, I don't think to put it on video, because YouTube's gonna take away my video if I got somebody else's stuff playing on there, and I'm always playing other people's stuff. I don't like to listen to myself. I don't like to hear my own. I don't know why you guys watch me, whoever does. I know, and a lot of people will say, "You're an idiot, I don't want to hear you, go away," and I'll be like, okay, let's just stop there, genius. All you gotta do is, I'm not even gonna say it. I can't say it. It's too funny. you know what you got to do if you're watching my video and you don't want to see what you're seeing. It's pretty simple. If you want to see me do other things, there's that thing called Super Chat, where yes, you can pay to play. Like, let's see if we can get them to do this or that. Well, send me $100. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. We'll see what happens. If I start seeing money show up in the Super Chat, because I'm not out here for free. I already told you guys, I wouldn't do this YouTube thing if I were doing it 100% for free. It's called reality. We all gotta make decisions in our lives. They're called adult decisions. A lot of my adult decisions involve paying rent. I do the YouTube to help me pay for my rent. It does. It's a little bit. It's a little tiny bit. Not a lot. Every little bit counts. I was telling a guy, he asked me how much I make off YouTube. I said I make about 13 cents a day. On average. If I think about it, I make about 13 cents a day. Maybe a little more. Let's see. I make almost $1 a day. I think. Yeah, I would say, if I really think about it, I make almost $1, I'm almost to the point where I'm making more than $1 a day. No, actually, no, less than $1, because I think in how many days in a year, where are we at yearly? So yeah, we're not making that much. So, but the guy was asking me how much I make off YouTube, and I think I said, like, I don't know, I think like 13 cents a day. Is like, wow, dude, that's awesome. Like, he really thought it was cool. And I said, it is kind of cool when you think about that all I had to do was have a camera on me one time to make a little bit. You know what I mean? All I had to do was have a camera follow me around, just like this. All I had to do was turn the camera on. You guys can do it too. I've worked really hard to build my audience. I've worked really hard to put together stuff. There's tons of stuff on my channel that nobody ever even watches. You guys don't even go to my channel and check my stuff out. You sit here and complain, oh, it's boring, do something cool. I'm like, you know, there's a video that I did 5 years ago, and it's the coolest video ever. And only 300 or 400 people have watched it, maybe 1,000. And everybody says, dude, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Oh my God, thank you so much. But hardly anybody's seen it, because you don't go to the channel and watch stuff. You'll sit here and yell at me that I'm not entertaining enough, or telling you about enough, or whatever. It's lazy viewing. We've gotten to that point where even viewing is a slovenly activity. You don't have to lift a finger to even view anymore. You can sit and say all you want about somebody's video. Sasquatch. They call me Sasquatch sometimes, I don't know. But, you know what I mean? You don't have to lift a finger or put in any effort anymore to sit and criticize somebody else. It's up to you. You're the viewer. I guess it's free. Do what you want with it. But don't be mad when you don't get much out of it if you're not going to work for it. This is where we've gone wrong in all of society. All this convenience, technology, convenience, AI, everything. It's steered us wrong because we can't even, and I can attest to it. I can say 100%. Lazy viewing. You know, if you want to be a lazy viewer, be a lazy viewer. That's your call. It's your right. It's like they say, the guy said in Pulp Fiction, my name is Paul and that's between you all. Right? Like, he don't really care. He didn't really care what what went on. It didn't matter to him. That's kind of where I've gotten with stuff. Like, you guys do what you want, and that's the freedom of it. I can do what I want out here. You can say what you want, and I can just not care, which I don't. 90% of the time. Some of the comments we get here are I don't know why they're saying that. I don't know why, you know, like, none of it makes sense to me, but hey, you know what? It doesn't have to. Because I look at, why am I doing this? Why am I making the videos? What am I making this video for? Because I'm an artist. Because as an artist, I had to learn that you're not going to make art, you're not going to make a living at art until you put yourself out there. That means that you have to engage with the public at some point. I mean, be realistic. You don't make it as an artist most of the time unless you're a clown, unless you're a performer. That's how 90%, 99.999% of us, you might be better painter than Van Gogh. You might be a better painter than Botticelli. You might be a better sculptor than Michelangelo. You're not known. Why? Because right place, right time. You grew up out in the woods. One thing that he didn't do. You know? You grew up on logging sites, dragging chains around and boots this tall as a little kid and loving life. Did Michelangelo grow up doing that? No. You might be a better sculptor than him, but you're not going to get known until you put yourself out there and you engage with the public. And a lot of times, and I'm not saying this is me we're talking about, I'm interjecting my life into the scenario because I'm good enough art-wise, like technically, where people have said, oh, you're going to be famous. Oh, you should do this or that. Oh, you should make a living painting, doing drawings, doing portraits. Well, you don't make a living doing that. Doesn't matter how good you are. You got to go to events. You got to sit. You still got to do caricatures for a time in your life. Get your name out there doing hokey commercial crap to get known before you can do your real work. 90%, 99.999% of us. Like, the thing is I go to fairs, say, and if I'm the caricature guy, I'm gonna build my dream business off of that. It's the same thing. I'm the cheesy bear carver guy that makes these, and my bears, I enjoy making them. It's like doing stonework. You either gotta be the hokey, fast, sloppy stone job guy that, oh, he's really artistic, but he's in and out. He's in and out in no time, and and his crap falls apart a year after he put it in. You know what I mean? Like, you're either that guy and you're chasing the dollar and the dream and you're trying to build your company off of that, off of fast, cheap work, because that's where you get your name known, is doing fast, cheap work. And I'm not resentful to that, but I'm saying I've been in those industries. When you work for companies, you got to do fast, affordable work for those companies. 90% of the time, those companies are charging 6 times what you're ever going to charge on your own, or be able to charge on your own. Because they can command it, and they can say yes or no. You, as a small guy, when you're trying to make money doing something like this, you got to pretty much take what's in front of you and try to get it done. And it's always under really, really tight conditions. You don't have a lot of time. You don't have endless restart until you get built up. It takes time to build up to where, if I need my own supply of stone, if I have 24 pallets of stone at the shop, then I can take so many jobs and know that I have the backing if I run out. Know that I've already spent it. It's all sitting there, right? And that just takes a lot of time to build up that inventory. It takes a long time to just have the machinery available running all the time. It doesn't just happen overnight for 90% of the guys out there. If it's happening overnight, you either started out with money or you got lucky. There's been some jobs that I've done where I'm like, I can't believe I'm getting paid this much for that. And well, instead of investing it smart, I took a lot of time off after doing it. I was like, wow, that was great. Now I can sit here and push my carving business, put a bunch of money into something that'll never make me money. And that's what I did. And I'm not saying that the carving business never make you money, but that's another business where it's not like doing DoorDash or Instacart. It's not even like lawn mowing or delivering newspapers for a living. If I'm lawn mowing or delivering newspapers for a living, I'm getting paid for each one. And I can tell them, yo, this is COD, man. It's when I show up and do the work, I get paid for it. And that's great. That's why the tree work business seems like such a profitable business. Because I show up, I cut trees, I cut your trees down, I trim your trees, and then I'm paid and I leave and I go to the next one. And I'm getting the same thing there. I show up, I do the work, and I get paid that same day. We don't wait. You don't wait in the tree business because you're in high demand. You can tell them, if you want a payment plan, fine. Call the office, work out a payment plan. But I still need this up front after the day that I finish. I still need money the day that I finish. If I don't get money the day that I do the job, I'm not going to show up. You know what I mean? It's like in the tree business, you can put money against money. It's like they say, putting good money after bad is better than putting bad money after good. Carving, you don't do that. You don't make any money until you sell the carvings. Still hollow. I don't like the hollow spots in these. So Yeah. Hi. Yeah, I'm just talking. So that's the thing with carving, even like this building. You're doing a lot of work a lot of the time without seeing any pay. You know, you get a lump sum and then you got that to work with. Well, and my spending habits are really bad in that way because I get paid from here and I'm like, well, I don't have to go do anything else. I got that to live off of. Now I can work on this and work on my carvings. And I show up here every day and I show up at the shop and carve every day and I don't make money elsewhere. So then when I'm out of that pay that I was living off of for the past 2 months, I got nothing. You know, and the caveat, the dual-edged sword here is as you get older, it's not robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's just making bad decisions all around. And then you get older and you're just like, well, I gotta go. Now I'm resigned to old age, health, broken cars, broken machines. You know, it's like, well, I'll get through. I got this, and that. I got savings. I'm living off my savings right now, and it sucks, and I hate it. I hate having to do it, but at least I'm chipping away now because I'm regulating myself, and I'm getting back in the swing of the delivery stuff day and night because it's that time of year where I need to do it. When winter comes, you're not out here, you're not hustling stone jobs anyway when winter hits. So you got to prepare yourself for what's coming. I know this stone's coming this way, wrong way, because they're trying to leave the house, trying to get the stones to go away from the house. That's what I was just messing with. But I like the edges tight before I pull it. That's just how I do it sometimes. Yeah, so we're, doing what we can. Every day. But, yeah, we're doing a lot of things in a lot of different places, and it's that thing again where I gotta leave from here soon, go back to the shop, put in some time at the shop because I actually have items that sold and I have to complete them and get them ready to ship, and I'm behind on that already. I'm behind on shipping already because I already had one day this week where I wound up taking 6 hours, wound up taking 6 hours out of my day to go sit in the ER because my whole chest was hurting really bad and I wanted to get checked. And that's where they found out. They said, well, that's because you pulled your muscles are sore because of these other things that we're finding. And it was the weirdest thing from having really sore chest muscles, like all of this just hurts. It feels like I got hit with a baseball bat. Every day, still, weeks later, days later, even after going to the hospital, and they're like, well, there's nothing we can really do for that besides muscle relaxers. You probably have to go to chiro. It's your muscles are just all strained and bound up. And you strained them. You hurt yourself. Coughing. You hurt yourself. Hurt yourself holding in all the pain and still going out and trying to work. You hurt yourself laying in bed wrong. You know, like, I don't know. There's just... So I went in Went in for that. It seemed like it was 8 or 10 hours. Maybe not just 6. I don't know. It was a long haul. I went to the hospital, ER. I went in, drove myself there, I think at between 7:30 and 8 o'clock at night. And I left there. Jesus, seemed like I left there. It was probably 12 hours. Pretty close to it seems like, because I left there about 7 or 8 the next morning. It was still dark out, but it was morning. 6:37, I'll say, to be fair. It was at least a good 8-10 hours out of my day there. And that was me sitting around, like sitting there in my chair, going, I have to go work. I have to go where I have to, and I just couldn't do anything. And I'm like, ow. And it's becoming this, like, where I'm walking around my house like this now, and I can't move my arm, and I'm like, all right, I gotta go in and find out what's going on. And it wasn't like, oh, help, gotta go in and get a Band-Aid on it. No, I gotta find out what's going on. Somebody's got to tell me something. If I'm that crippled, if I'm that gimped up, unable to move my arm and unable to sit in a chair or get up out of a chair and walk around normally, or somewhat normally, because my back hurts all the time. I was unable to function. My whole thing is, all right, I got to get back functioning. Time to go in. Time to go get checked. It's kind of like that old dog that you keep taking into the vet.
I gotta go bolt with her.
Okay.
Was she hassling you?
No.
No. I heard her just barking like crazy. I thought at first she was barking at something. Like,
no, we were playing.
okay. I opened up the door because I thought maybe there's something like.
She got her one toe. Keep an eye on it. What is it? Come here, silly. That one toe. Right? Say, I bent my toe, Dad.
Yeah, no, that one's been that way.
That one nail.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of does that in.
Yeah.
But she was over here, and all of a sudden she goes, and I was like, oh, no, you got it on something.
She, yesterday she jumped out of the car when we got here and went tearing after these rabbits. And she came in and was doing that with her foot, so I think she just tweaked it or something.
Yeah, well, yeah, I didn't know if that was a new or if I figured it was something that she had I think, caught on something before.
Yeah.
Or,
well, it's funny. This vet tech who will trim her nails says that one nail is the one she just doesn't like being cut.
It's that toe, right?
Yeah,
there.
it is. It's that one, the little angle on it. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
You going out?
She says, she got to go see her buddies.
I'm going to be spoiled.
You gonna go see your buddies?
It was fun seeing you again.
I gotta go now, Mark.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you. Are you gonna be by tomorrow? I think tomorrow might be rainy though.
Hopefully tomorrow.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna try to put in when and where I can. If the weekend's nice, and I'm feeling okay, you know.
I just knew that there was some rain coming.
Oh yeah.
Actually, it's not. Oh, you're right. It's actually the rest of this week was okay. It was Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, it's next week. Sunday, Monday. Next week it's raining.
Yeah, and it's kind of hit and miss.
Yeah.
And we're getting to that point where if I need the tent, I can put it up. And
I think it will have. I mean, it sounds like we'll have.
Yeah, and I mean, I should like 1 or 2 more visits. I should have this all done flat because I want to cut in pieces. My one thing I was wondering real quick is this edge.
Yeah.
If we either stuff boulders underneath the flagstone, or if I take like these flat stones and just build a little wall underneath everything, not only will it hold this edge up, but then you don't have to worry about raising this up. You know what I mean? Like, it could be a sunken in, so the tree stays. It's easy to care for the tree. It's easy to do all your stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that makes a lot of sense.
So that would be something, that
Okay.
I was thinking that'd be a good, get a quick,
I know what you're saying.
because all I got to do is peel these guys back and maybe just throw a little mortar or glue. Like I have a poly glue that will actually hold the stones together.
Oh, so you're talking about raising these corner ones up?
Just putting a little curb under them. Like I'll lift them back, build the curb, and stick them back down on it. You know what I mean?
Like this?
So no, it would just be like all the dirt would be at that level back there,
Yeah.
and then here you would just have like
But so on the front here, it's sitting on here. It's not like this is the edge of this thing.
this would be the edge.
This is still the edge.
Yeah,
So this whole stone raises up?
no, I would just peel these back,
Yeah.
build the curve, and then stick them back down where they are. So you would just have like a straight drop here underneath this stone. It'd be like a little wall here. Like if I just dug this out and got rid of this, and it was all stone. You know what I mean? Like a little step. Instead of raising this bed up
Yeah.
and fighting with all
but
that,
so lower than this. The other thing would be one step down lower than this.
the dirt, the stone itself this is the final height.
Yeah.
But you'd have, instead of this gravel tapering off,
Yeah.
you'd just have it chunk chunk. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You'd have
And it's the
boulders.
stone. So you have. I see what you're saying. Now
Yeah,
I got it. I totally
basically,
got it. I totally got it. Yeah.
If
Now
I
got
could
it.
just take and jam them under
Yeah, yeah.
there with a hammer
I
and be
got it
done.
now. I totally got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I got
It's-
it. I was visualizing. Now I can picture exactly.
Yeah,
what
it's
you're
more to build it up and to
Yeah,
give it
yeah.
stability
Yeah. I see.
and just seal the deal with it.
Yeah.
It's not a huge project. It may
Okay.
take an extra day or two to really get it right and fine tune it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure if you if you had the envision of building all of this up or trying to work with what you had or.
Well, it's definitely more of a pain to lift it up.
Yeah, it's going to be easier to just deal
Yeah.
with it as it is and
Yeah.
put the curving in.
Yeah.
Then if you ever wanted to add it later, you could, yeah, if you ever wanted to kill this tree and,
Okay.
yeah, the curving can
Yeah.
be there or disappear at some point.
Okay.
You'll never know,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah. You build a business and everything.
yeah,
But then it actually keeps it stable. So
it keeps it stable. And I'm thinking either stacking
Yeah. Keeps up and.
the riprap under or getting boulders, like little hand boulders, and I could just cut the tops of them flat and jam them in. Because below that's going to be dirt, so that's not going to matter. That's going to be rammed against them to push them in.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
All
just
right,
a
so
fun
that
little
sounds like a good
detail that
Yeah, I like that. That sounds like a good
finalize it and
Okay.
make it solid.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Wanted to check with you for that because I may get into that while I'm doing this other, or may wait until everything's
Maybe, I think maybe get the other parts done.
get her flat and done, and then
And then jump on everything.
and then when I go to blast out for sanding,
Yeah, exactly.
I can clean all that out, take it apart,
Okay.
probably throw it all in a day and be done with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I just gotta meet somebody out there.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm glad you got enough evidence to get out of there.
No, it's one day at a time.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
It's day by day, and today was a struggle. I was up at 10 a.m. and I'm like, I'm going there. I'm headed there. I had to meet one guy at the shop and load him up, and then did that, and I was like, I'm going. Yeah, we'll see you later. Well, and there you go, guys. There's where projects, when you're on a project, things change. Even when you're trying to get her wrapped up and done and out of here. Even, it's between his ideas and mine. And like I said, I enjoy this work. I don't have anything against the work. I got no complaints about the customers or the way things are going with these jobs. It's that I'm getting old and broken. That I'm getting to the point just getting to the point where I'm like the old three-legged dog that lays in the corner and growls most of the time and bites his own leg, the one that he has left. You know, like, just getting useless. Long in the tooth, they say. I mean, I'll still do stonework. My goal is keep doing it till I'm 90. Maybe this round of health stuff will actually get some stuff figured out for the long haul. That's why I'm going through it again and getting ready for it, preparing myself for it, because it might be a very long haul, like going through all this stuff. I don't know. It would be nice. It would be nice if I was given a second opportunity to be able to keep doing outdoor work and be tough. But it's not looking promising at this point, and financially it's not looking promising. So I'm emptying the shop. I've been selling a lot of my tools and equipment. I've been unloading a lot of stuff. Been sorting through, deciding what to keep, what not to keep. But there too, I've also been looking into new ventures as I get older. You gotta plan for the future if you're gonna be around for it. And sometimes that takes reinventing yourself, or like they say, reinvent the wheel. Which I always seem to be doing that. Reinvent the wheel. Which even most people in my age, I'm old. Most people after 40s, after their late 40s, they want to be settled down. They don't want to be reinventing their life and rethinking and not knowing where they're going in life and unsure of things. They want to be, when you get older, you get tired, you want to be settled down. I'm kind of getting there, but I'm still trying to figure my life out. I never knew what to do with my life. There's been times that I said, yes, I want to do stone for the rest of my life, and then I'm broken and hurt, and then I'm questioning that. So, and it's just the way life goes. I think if I could have just only done stone, which is pretty much impossible in this world, to only do one thing. But you get bored with it. That's the problem. You get bored with it. It's like, well, yeah, I'm successful with that. I'm doing good with that. That sucks. Like, I want something else in my life to make that fun, to make that worth doing every day, because it gets boring. It gets hard to wake up every day. I've had it where any company I go to, they'll give me all the work that I want. I'll walk in the door and I'll say, I want you to shove it down my throat. Give me the list. Give me the list for the year. And then we'll add to that as we go. Break me. I used to go into places, I'd say, you're not going to break me. Oh, and they would. Well, they wouldn't break me, I'd break myself. Because I'd get dumb, I'd get hungry. There was a time where I was doing stonework every day. And at night, after work, I was going and climbing trees and cutting trees. I was making my tree climbing business while I was doing stonework for a company. I had a job every day. Every morning I had to wake up and go do stonework. And after I couldn't wait to get off of I couldn't wait to get off work every day because I was like, I gotta go climb a tree tonight until dark. And I was insane that way. I was an absolute madman. I was so excited about it. It was new. I would love to be back there. I would love to be back to being that excited about every day of my life. You know, to be that excited to get up and get out and do stuff. The thing about that is I had a totally different life for myself at the time. I was married. We had everything. We had the house. We had everything. We had our lives. It was... I was like 40 years old. I wasn't young. I started late and get motivated. I was so excited about it though. I'd like to get back there. I'd like to have that kind of drive and energy again. Because I got to the point with that where I quit doing it because I didn't like feeling like I had to be somewhere. And what got me there was when my dogs were getting sick and I started losing them. I know it's silly, but I kind of fell apart at that point in my life. And two, that's when the nail in the coffin, straw that broke the camel's back was dogs and my health. My health went to crap at the same time. Like 3 years of climbing trees and running around doing stonework, active all the time, non-stop, go, go, go. Carving at fairs and festivals. Carving ice in the winter. I mean, I was jamming gears. I was really going for it. Then it all just, and I was getting real sick. I was getting blood poisoning. I was getting like deathly ill. And that was intestinal stuff. That was, blockages, whatever you want to call it. It was bad. It was pain. I lost a lot of weight. I laid in bed when it first hit. I literally laid in bed, I think for 2 weeks, not moving. 2 weeks, 10 days or so. Couldn't move. I was in hell. I didn't know what was going on. And I had some things before then where I'd be like, yeah, 2 or 3 days I feel like crap, a week I feel like crap, but it never shut me down. It never just put me in bed. Well, now it's catching up to me. This is in my 40s. This was when I was climbing trees and active as hell. It started catching up to me real quick. And I got what's called septicemia, which is a real bad form of blood poisoning. You don't want to get it. You get real super sick off it. People die from it. It's septic in your blood. You go septic. It's really bad. And it's from a pinch, from like having a pinched intestine or a hard material growing outside of your intestines within your fat cells that pinches, presses on a gland, and then that gland gets infected and you get super, super bad sick. So, since then, that was years ago too. That was like 15 years ago. And that was a year of my life when I started. I couldn't work. I couldn't work for anybody. I was in and out of the doctors all the time, traveling. I mean, we were seeing specialists. They told me for years that I had Crohn's disease, which I never did. I have other things, but they said, you know, it's terminal, it's Crohn's, and it's taken over, it's shutting you down very rapidly. But the tests never showed that. Never confirmed it. Well, it's not Crohn's. It's a condition that looks and acts like Crohn's, but it's not medically treatable. It's all mechanics. The only way to treat it is with surgery. That's where you form rock hard material in your body, like calcium deposits, clay. Like, I'm growing stones all over, not just in my guts. Grow stones, right? Some people throw stones, other people grow them. I'm actually growing stones. I can start my own quarry off of all the rock hard material that they've cut out of my body over the years, and they're sitting there going, wow, that's really strange. You're forming some geologic specimens. You know, I guess it comes with the territory. I'm a stone worker. I grow stones in my body. That's what I joke about it all the time, but it's true. It's strange. Some people have it. So since then, it's been tough. It's been a struggle. I get a lot of pain. My bones hurt all the time. There's time, I don't know if you guys have ever had like an actual bone pain, like a bone that hurts. Where you go into the doctor and they're like, well, yeah, it's actually your bone hurting. Not your joints, it's your bone. It's not muscle, it's your bone. Because of this, or that. And it's a weird condition. A lot of people don't understand. And it's one of those where they often test for cancer. They often say, looks like, acts like, smells like, feels like, whatever. But it's not. Looks like Crohn's, looks like cancer, but it's not. Looks like all these things, but it's not. But it's still going to make you just as sick. It's still going to make you feel like hell. It's still going to make you have a rough time. Oh, great. Thanks for the news. I hadn't figured that one out. I thought I came in because I felt bad. I thought that was why I came in the first place. Like this thing in my chest, there's a lump there. It's non-cancerous, but is one of those things grown. Is that what's causing it for months? I've had serious, like all of a sudden I can't move it. And it hurts bad. I can't even breathe. It hurts to breathe. I have to work it out every day, stretch it every day, fight it every day. Right now it's starting to bug me. It's getting dark. The sun's getting farther away and it's getting colder over here. That's when it starts bugging me more and more. When it just wants to misbehave, it will just act up and make my day a little bit more miserable than it was half an hour ago, or an hour ago. So that's what's going on. I don't know if anybody cares or knows that I haven't been around. I did find that even though I like editing, I like making edited videos more than I do just doing live feeds. YouTube no longer supports edited content. Like if you spend all your time to make a nice video and edit it and all this, and it doesn't fit. See, YouTube has all this, well now they've got AI and bots and everything else out, I mean, more and more, where it'll actually watch your video. It'll take your video and fast forward it in half a second flat, and it'll say good or bad, put it on the map or hide it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not good or bad, like, oh, he's doing bad things, but it'll say, is it worth it? No. Is it the same old crap that he does all the time? Yeah, it looks like it. Bye. They don't. It doesn't watch it. It views, like it goes from the beginning to the end of the video. Like, whoop, it sees all the images. It hears the content really quick. Keywords, phrases. Are you pushing politics? If I'm pushing politics in any video, that video is gonna be popular. They're gonna push it out there until it goes against their standards. That's what they're scanning for. That's what they're looking for. They're looking to boost their money and their viewership. They're gonna be like, well, you know, if I go and I go start talking about this or that, one side or the other, they're going to scan that quickly. And they've got everything pre-programmed to either boost me or hide me according to that pre-programmed information. But here on live feed, the stats are different. There's things in published videos that they don't want me talking about. They don't want to push and promote. But here on live feed, oh, you got those the audience that are just foaming at the mouth. Your ravenous live feed audiences are different than your published content video audiences, because during live feed, y'all can sit here, we can interact. I can change, you know what I mean? I can change the rhythm of things in a hot second just by saying the right thing, by doing something. Whether I interact with you or not. Those are things that in published content, YouTube doesn't have us working for them. If you understand what I'm saying. We're not doing them any good with a video that's already published where our audience can't interact with. They like interactive, because when you get interactive, that instantly, we're gonna pound the crap out of this video with ads, because this guy's We're seeing it. This guy's got 50,000 views and he's been on here the past 5 hours. So that the algorithmic profiling that YouTube has in place is going to kick in. If you notice, if you go to channels that are doing lives a lot, and you get one live that's really got a lot of traffic, a lot of viewers, and a lot of stuff going on, the ads will increase. And the types of ads that go on there, the nature of the ads, the companies that they push the ads for will change quickly. I mean, right now with all my videos, you see the dick pill commercials. Because I'm old. I'm just doing stuff that old people watch. Or creeps. What, I don't know. What is the audience here? What is the consensus of the audience? What is... I think if you're searching carving videos, it seems like most carving video viewers also watch videos where guys show off their girlfriend's butts in their videos. Like they watch the homesteading videos where, oh look, it's Jake and Nicole and their pretty little life, and Nicole's in her butt pants again. We don't call them yoga pants anymore, they're butt pants. Because that's what they do. It's all they're good for. They show off their butt. Look, Nicole's showing her ass off to everybody again, and then you get a bunch of creepy old guys. Oh yeah, woo! Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the general audience for most of this kind of stuff. Construction, carving, chainsaw carving, machine operating. Most guys who watch that stuff are complete freaking pigs. I hate to say it, but that's the audience. 90% of it. I don't know. Is it? Am I wrong? Somebody want to prove me wrong? You can say so here. It seems like we get the scammers, we get the guys that are like, show us your girlfriend you keep talking about. I want to see her. Why do you want to see my girlfriend? If she's not part of the video making process, like if she's not in the videos herself or helping me make the videos, I'm not just going to bring her on and parade her around for a bunch of creepy guys to look at. Oh, she's a pretty one. I don't even know you. Like, I've had guys like tell me, bring your girlfriend, bring your wife in when I was married. They're like, show us your wife. I want to see your wife. I'm like, dude, I'm not here. First off, if you're asking me to show you stuff, you should be paying to see it. I don't care if it's my car, my wife, my dog, a piece of artwork I did. If you're demanding to see it, you want to see it, that's a service. You're asking for a service. You shouldn't be asking for free. Sorry. You know? And I would say, and we do it as YouTubers, we'll say, okay, you want to tell me to set my hair on fire? Send me, for me to set my hair on fire, I would need $500 in super chats. I'll do it. Send me 500 in super chats. Let's go, guys. Fundraiser time. You know, and that's my right to do it, because you're not going to go out and set your hair on fire. You're not going to go out and destroy a brand new Ferrari like that one guy on, you know, he does it for views and he makes his money doing it. Companies give him whatever he wants because they know his deal. Yeah, he's going to destroy a Ferrari with a tank So let's make him a realistic looking Ferrari that he can run over. They probably used a Pontiac Fiero, put a Ferrari body on it, and Ferrari wheels, you know, because Ferrari would say no to that. Ferrari would be like, I don't want my cars even being associated with that. So you can only do it if I'm not selling you, like, I want my car back. And that's part of the agreement when people buy Ferraris and own Ferraris, is that pretty much you don't own the car. Ferrari does, because it's his artwork. You know, they might be a lot looser on that now, that all these YouTubers are now having Ferraris and painting them the wrong color and doing the wrong thing to them, and they're all upsetting the guy who started Ferrari and owns a Ferrari company. See, I do live feeds because there's over 100 people here. I'm talking about nothing. I've got all these thumbs up and people saying hi, and I'm going to say hi back and thank you for being here. That's why it's easy for me to do it while I'm doing this, but you see, there, I broke the stone and I need to replace, but right now in here I cracked this stone too. I just want to get them leveled out. I want to get them to that point, and then I want to replace whatever I feel like I need to replace, and then I want to do this edge, and then I want to be done, like ready to sand it, poly sand it. And I think with this weather, with the way I've been doing, I think I can get it done in a week at this point, because I still have to go out and work till late at night, so I don't have tons of time to do this. I don't have the energy all the time. Like I said, most days, I mean today I was up at 10 in the morning, raring to go, but I was out until 3 o'clock in the morning, or maybe 1:30. I didn't get to sleep till 4. Then I'm up at 10. You know what I mean? And that's every day is kind of that schedule now. It's the video gamer schedule, I call it, because I feel like the kid, that's why I love doing the delivery stuff. When you're just doing that, when I'm just doing the deliveries and just carving, like if I'm just making carvings and selling them online as I get the time and feel like doing it, I'm free. And I'm usually making money that way. I'm usually finally paying myself back on the carving investment, because I'm just making stuff at random and putting it out. I choose what I make. I choose when to do it. I choose when to sell it. There's months or weeks that go by where I don't do anything at all carving wise, and it's fine, because nobody's waiting. Well, people will ask, like, oh, do you have any of this or that? And I know. Oh, could you ever? And I'm like, well, no. I mean, I might make one in the next month. Oh, I'd love it if you would, could you? And I'm like, probably not. Can't tell you, because I don't live that kind of life. I'm no longer responsible and married. No longer have a home to go home to, a house with boats and cars and trucks and dogs and the wife. You know, all that's gone. Been there, done that, enjoyed it. May go back, may not, who knows. Don't have it now, so I'm living it up the way things are, and I'm enjoying it. Definitely enjoying making the most of it. Not enjoying it pain-wise, not enjoying it getting old-wise. So there, I'm saying, man, I kind of miss having all that, because when you're old and broken, in bad shape, it's nice to have your house. It's nice to have your place, your property. It's nice to not be worrying about rent every month and worrying, you know, at least, well, with a house, you got mortgage, you got all kinds of stuff. But, I mean, you can have a house and let it go. You know what I mean? Like people do. People definitely do. You can have a house and let it go. If you rent and you let it go, I think it's harder to live that way than it is if you own a house or property and you let it go. Whether you maintain it financially or not is another story, but when you rent, you have to pay the rent, or they kick you out. They can foreclose your property. Nobody evicts you from your house except your wife. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna come and say, you didn't pay your mortgage this month, you're late, you're out. No, it's a very slow, painful process. Very expensive, but a lot of people wait it out. They're like, they can keep sending me notices and keep threatening foreclosure. I'm gonna outlive it, or it's gonna outlive me. That's what a lot of people hope to do, because they're so miserable and hurting in their own world that they don't have a choice. And banks love to take homes, but it takes them a long time and a lot of legal. Takes a lot of legal. Sometimes with a house situation, social services might step in and say, hey, you know, this guy is disabled, he can't pay, we need to help him. Whatever. You don't get that when you rent. If you rent and you're falling apart, nobody helps you. Nobody takes care of you. Only you do. Or whatever family you got to step in and stick their necks out for you. But you're basically on your own in the rental world. I had a neighbor living next to me. He was dying in bed, and I didn't even know. I just smelled it. You know, I didn't realize what was going on until they came and hauled him off in an ambulance when I wasn't there. And then I heard the cleaning guys coming in, and I poked my head out, and I'm like, did I just hear what I heard? Oh yeah, he would have been dead in 2 days if nobody knew. I'm like, dude, it frickin' stank here for months, and I was complaining. Yeah, and that lady we were complaining to, she got fired. You know? So, I don't know. Looks like my phone is dying. I gotta see what's going on here. Alright, live feed over. Thanks, guys. Back at the shop. Phone died. Have a good one. Thank you.
Expect to learn anything from you. All right. You've got guts. And you're smart.